Good afternoon. I hope everyone is doing well. First, on one of the President of the General Assembly's signature events. As we have said before, combating the illicit use of small arms and light weapons is one of the priorities of the President of the General Assembly, Philemon Yang. Yesterday, a joint informal meeting of President Yang and the President of ECOSOC, Barbary, in collaboration with the UN Office for Disarmament Affairs, focused on the impact of the illicit flow and misuse of small arms and light weapons on sustainable development. The President stated that we must ensure that small arms and light weapons control is integrated into development, violence prevention, and human rights protection. He added that an inclusive approach is fundamental. Also this week, on Friday, 21st of March, there will be a commemorative meeting at 10 a.m. in the General Assembly Hall to mark the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. The theme is the 60th anniversary of the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racism. With regard to events taking place next week, there will be an informal briefing on the priorities of South Africa's presidency of the Group of 20 on 24th of March at 10 a.m. in the Trusteeship Council. Intergovernmental consultations on the high-level meeting to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the World Programme of Action for Youth is also on 24th of March. Informal consultations on a high-level meeting to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Fourth World Conference on Women takes place on the 25th of March. And then there will be a commemorative meeting on the International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and Transatlantic Slave Trade on the 25th of March. The theme is Acknowledge the Past, Repair the Present, Build a Future of Dignity and Justice. President Yang is organizing a series of informal interactive dialogues to support the implementation of the Pact for the Future. These dialogues are an opportunity for member states to exchange views, share best practices and ideas as they further implementation efforts and lay the groundwork for the review of the Pact for the Future in 2028. The first informal interactive dialogue takes place on 26th of March and will focus on means of implementation. And now some additional updates. There is a request to postpone the pledging conference and development activities to 2026. The original date was the 23rd of May 2025. The General Assembly will now consider this request on Friday the 21st of March. There will be an informal meeting of the General Assembly on the 2nd of April to hear a briefing by Volker Turk, High Commissioner for Human Rights, on behalf of the Secretary General on the subject of missing persons. The President will also convene a one-day high-level meeting on harmony with nature and living well during the commemoration of International Mother Earth Day on the 22nd of April. This meeting is intended to reinforce multilateralism through the promotion of sustainable lifestyles and holistic approaches in harmony with nature that contribute to the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. And just two final notes, the resolution on scope, modalities, format, and organization of the fourth high-level meeting of the General Assembly on the prevention and control of non-communicable diseases and the promotion of mental health and well-being has been adopted. There will now be an interactive multi-stakeholder hearing on the 2nd of May as part of the process for the high-level meeting. The draft resolution on the modalities for the overall review by the General Assembly of the implementation of the outcomes of the World Summit on the Information Society will be considered for action on the 25th of March at the General Assembly. That is it from my side. I don't see any questions. Oh, sure.
Dennis Akishov, TASS News Agency. There are reports that German authorities want to propose current Minister of Foreign Affairs, Annalena Baerbock, on position of next President of General Assembly. Have German authorities anyhow contacted you? Are you aware of that?
There has been, in terms of the next president of the General Assembly, there's a candidate that is already in place from Germany. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yes. So her name is Helga Smed. And if you go, we can share the link after in our transcript in terms of where you can get more information on, her background. Sure. Any other questions? Any questions online? So wishing everyone a great afternoon and a great rest of the week.